How does it feel? 16 years old, you're in the U.S. final.
Oh, I don't know if I could have imagined it. That was a special race. I didn't really expect myself to make the final, so getting that opportunity in a few days is not going to let it go.
Take me through the moment, like getting clipped a little bit and just finding your poise again. That was an incredible moment. How did you do that?
Yeah, the rounds are always, some hectic always happens in each round. So I wasn't too surprised, especially with it being me. So just trying to stay focused throughout the race and not let it get to me. That can happen a lot where I might get tripped up and the race just might end there. So just trying to stay focused, and then with 300 to go, just trying to make my move.
What exactly happened in that incident from your perspective?
Yeah, guys started to go by me on the curve of the second lap. I might have just clipped somebody's spike. I'm not 100% sure. It went by pretty fast, so obviously just trying to stay focused and get back in the zone.
Did you know that you were going to have to get a big Q to make the final?
Yeah, I knew it was top 2 and then next 3 fastest. I knew one of the heats, either before or after mine, was going to run 144, which that last heat did with Donovan or with Josh Hoey. So just knowing I needed to try my best to be in that top 2 position and try to go for the win. This was this was my final, and now I'm going to go see what I can do in 2 days.
You have a driver's license. How would you change your race strategy just going ahead?
Yeah, I don't know really if there's a race strategy, say, for the finals. I'm just going to go out there, leave it all on the track, and just have fun. Because I said this in a previous interview, this is kind of just the cherry on top.
What was this?
You have a driver's license yet?
I do have a driver's license. I got it in December.
What was the strategy going into today?
Yeah, one of the big goals is to try to sit off Bryce. That first 250, I moved right next to him, and then just try to hang on. I knew Bryce was the guy kind of to beat. Everybody else in that heat was also incredible, but Bryce is on a whole different level.
Take me through that last 150. I mean, that was a really good slingshot move. When did you know that you could be there?
Yeah, I always have confidence that I can be up in any race, even if it's against really good competition like today. But I think one of the biggest things that helped me get through that last 150 was the crowd. The crowd was just super electric that last 100.
And tell me, you've been here for some big moments already. You were here at Nike Outdoor Nationals running that high school record. What's the difference in the atmosphere today versus then?
Yeah, you don't see Nike Nationals, it's all high school kids. You still expect times to run fast, and when you come out here, it's a whole different level. You step up. Coming from Bryce Hoffel to maybe a 153 guy in high school, it's 2 different things. So I was just super excited to get out here for it.
Did you try to make a move on the back straight to get to second or first, or walk me through that?
Yeah, so the plan was to go about 200, 250 left.
Yeah.
And then once I got clipped, I was I think maybe second or third to last. So I was like, I got to go a little bit sooner. And then 300 was just kind of that mark that I've been practicing all year for my rounds to our state meet. Was starting at 250 and then working my way back. So at one of my rounds to get to my state meet, I went with 300 to go, and I think that kind of just gave me confidence for today.
Cooper, it's not easy to take a tumble at 400 and be able to finish the way you did. Is that just your aerobic fitness? Is that just grit? What kind of got you from 300 out to the finish line?
Yeah, I would just say grit. I don't like to give up. This could have been my last race of the season, but just knowing I want one more against the best competition in America, I really want to go for it and just push through.
And despite getting clipped there, you were just over a 10th off your national record. What does that show you about where your fitness is at right now?
Yeah, I think it just shows my fitness is there. Just like my coach Capuzzo always said, that we did a workout before this where he just said you're ready to go. Just because I had to work on I closed to 448 just solo, so that really gave me the confidence that I could kind of kick where I needed to. Now obviously, of course, it's a different level with these guys out here, but just knowing I had enough confidence for a move I made.
What was that full workout?
So the end was a 400 at 48, but it was 6.2s, I believe. All of them were about 25s. First 2 were supposed to be 26, 2 25s, 2 24s, and then the 1x400 at 48. And then with I believe it was a 500 at the beginning at about 112, I believe. So nothing too crazy coming through 58 for the 400, and then just kind of hanging on to that.
Do you have any idea what your fitness is at in terms of time? Like, you've run this race and you're so close to national record, but you also were clipped for a lot of it. Like, do you have like a time goal in mind if you had to have one?
Yeah, you always want to say what you think you can run, but always saying versus doing is two opposite things. I think I could run faster than 1:45.45. No, I haven't proved that just yet, but in my mind and with my coach, we think we can go faster.
Thank you.